Hey everybody, Joe Getman here, your official tour guide on the path to health and happiness. Remember, think of me as your personal coach helping you achieve all of your goals as they relate to health, energy, vitality, and of course happiness by creating lasting change. And that last part, I've said it a million times, is the most important, by creating lasting change. Because let's face it, folks, if we really get honest with ourselves, we can make changes for the moment, for the day, for the month, or even maybe for the year. But true success is when you can change your patterns or your behaviors to last a lifetime. And that's really what gets me juiced, to be honest. And this is kind of what my message is, how to create lasting change in our lives. Welcome to my studio and another training video. I've mentioned this in previous videos, but I really want to talk about it because it's so important and I want to revisit it. It's about, hey, what do you focus on when you're looking to make lasting change to your health, giving yourself more energy, vitality, being more happy with yourself? Because really, isn't that all we want, is to be happy and hopefully ecstatic with who we are, psychologically, spiritually, physically, just everything that has to do with our human behavior. What I've got behind me is kind of what I call my 80-20 principle, and if those of you in business kind of know of the 80-20 rule, it also applies to health as well, and our happiness, and how we do that by creating lasting change. If you look here, you see I've got a pyramid and this little squiggly line. I want you to think of this as kind of like an iceberg, and this is the important kind of metaphor, the comparison that I always like to make, is when we check out an iceberg, you know, the big chunks of ice that are floating in the ocean, most of us only see about 10 to 20% of that actual iceberg, and that 10 to 20% is what's above the water, what's in our field of vision. What we don't realize, what we don't forget is, or we tend to forget is, you know, 80% or 90% of that iceberg is actually below the surface that we don't see. But that 80 or 90% is what's holding that iceberg intact and really steering it in a certain direction. But again, because we don't think about that part, we only see that, you know, 10 to 20% of that iceberg. Same thing holds true when we take a look at how to make lasting change for our health. Think of it as an iceberg. This little line right here is actually our water line. Above the water line is our 10 to 20%, and below is our 80 to 90%. The 20% really should be strategy. Your 80% should be your psychology. And I'm not saying one is more important than the other, because that's not the case, because you need both to achieve this lasting change. What I'm saying is we need to focus more, spend most of our time on our psychology versus our strategy. And when I say strategy, I mean, you know, what diet am I going to try to go on? What foods do I want to eat? What type of workout regimen really do I want to incorporate into my life? Those things are kind of the recipe, what we're going to do, step by step. Spend about 20% on that, because most of us just become obsessed and spend so much time with, you know, what diet's going to work best with me. There are thousands out there, many good diets. What type of workout routine is going to be best for me? And again, there's thousands of workout routines. You got to find the one that's best for you, but don't spend all your day obsessing upon them, because there's a lot of them that are really good and that worked really well. What I'm saying is, spend most of your time working on your psychology. Psychology means your beliefs, your patterns, your mindset, your identity. Because if you know how I feel, the key to making lasting change is really to establish the right identity for yourself. The right identity, which means the right patterns, the right beliefs. This is what the 80% is all about. If you work on that and you have the right identity, your patterns, your behaviors are going to fall right into place. 80% on that, 80% on your strategy. What diet is going to work best for me? What workout regimen or what fitness routine is going to work best for me? Spend 20% on that. I guarantee if you start this out, you will be successful. This is why most people fail their diets. In fact, about 99% of the people out there fail at their health-related goals because they kind of have it upside down. They spend so much time on their strategy that they don't work on that little voice inside of their heads that says, you've always failed in the past, or you'll always be fat, or there's no chance you're going to stick with this because you've never stuck with anything before. You have to get rid of these old stories and these voices inside your head first, the psychology of it. Then you can work on your strategy. They go hand in hand. Both are extremely important, and you need both to be successful. But again, 80% on psychology, 20% on strategy. I hope you found this short training video helpful. If you want more training videos and check out some of my other articles, please go to this website. It's www.thepathttohealthandhappiness.com. Again, www.thepathttohealthandhappiness.com. Again, my name is Joe Getman, and as I always say, live healthy and be happy.